How's it going? I'm Colonel Bill Cherkauskas. I'm the commander of the 15th Civil Brigade, and I'm here to tell you what is in my ruck. Alright, first up, this is an old school ruck, because I'm an old school kind of guy. So for those of you who think I may be, carrying around some old stuff, I am, because I'm a vintage kind of guy. So first up, most importantly, is the whoopee. Anyone who doesn't carry one isn't a real soldier. Okay, what is next in my ruck is a surprise to me because I forgot, but we have Coke Zero. This is the lightweight version of it. I know that some of you might require something a little bit more leaded or heavy duty. I try to stick with the low octane stuff. Next up, I got a football because who doesn't like football? Okay, next, Commander's Legal Handbook. If the Staff Judge Advocate School was smart, they would freaking sell this thing for a couple bucks and we'd solve the national debt crisis. But not just for commanders, any leader out there, highly recommend you get yourself a copy of this. You can even download it online for free. It is incredibly worth it, not just as a commander. Next up, one of my favorite shirts. Being an alumnus of the infamous Big Red One or the 1st Infantry Division, I've got my if you're going to be one, be a Big Red One shirt as a reminder. Okay, next. Being a signaleer and an officer, I always need to have some candy. And here I've got probably the best version of Lifesavers. And yes, they're orange, be true to the Signal Corps. And they're also quite delicious. Okay, on a serious note, great book if you're looking to improve yourself and maybe even kind of challenge yourself to be a better person. The book is called Anti-Fragile, which it sounds a little contrary to the military resiliency program, but I promise you it's perfectly in line. Written by a guy named Nassim Taleb, also wrote The Black Swan, also a very good book. But if you're looking for self-improvement, it's a great book for you to check out. Okay, next up. Any good signal officer or staff officer is going to have an extension cord because you're always going to need more plugs for your iPhone, your for computer, whatever the heck it is you need to charge. Definitely need to have one of those. Okay, next up. Also a staple for us soldiers, Tylenol. Or naproxen if that's your cup of tea, but Tylenol works for me. Okay, let's see what's up there. Oh, certainly last but not least. I've got a whole bunch of coins I've collected over my career, but there's a couple that are really near and dear to my heart. First one is the first coin I ever got as a young soldier. It's from the National Guard battalion that I was in when I was before I came active duty as a lieutenant, and so that's from the 109th Field Artillery back in the Pennsylvania National Guard. My next one is definitely one of the cooler looking coins I've gotten, but certainly one that's incredibly memorable to me. I got this from an NCO who I recommended to go to Warrant Officer Candidate School. He made it through, and then a couple of months after he did, he sent me a nice letter and this coin from their class. So definitely occupies a near and dear spot to my heart from that young man. And then last but not least, probably one of my absolute favorite ones from an incredible former NCO and then warrant officer who is now a CW5, and obviously it's rocking the CW5 unicorn rank. And what would a CW5 coin be without the unicorn on the coin? Definitely occupies front and center in my coin rack. And that is what is in my ruck.